Hello, good morning. All right, we're going to go over um, some basic breath work this morning, some breathing, and I want to talk about the. We're going to cover fear. I've been stuck in fear mode for a long time, and I had an interesting perspective this morning that I wanted to discuss before we get into meditation because I want to use the meditation to apply it. So, I've been in a really bad situation for the last 2 years and it accumulated fear. I continued to accumulate fear. And just a moment. I was standing in this place of fear and I was making all these fear based decisions. And from those fear based decisions, I was pulling all this information and resources. And I kept doing meditation, yoga, tai chi, psych work, energy healing. And no matter how much I applied, I could not overcome this core fear. And I saw a couple posts yesterday on Facebook through some of my sources, and it was mind blowing. It was enough that it finally rattled and got a point. I had a perspective shift that just went right through my subconscious, and my subconscious went, "I'm out." Just threw down the poker cards and said, "I'm out," and my subconscious came over. And so this is it. I've been around some very, very sick, toxic, unhealthy people for a very long time. And I thought they were good people, but I had this conflict. When you feel conflict, it's because you feel that if you're back and forth between a topic, it's because your emotions are tuned into something else that contradicts and you're stuck with contradiction. So you're trying to toggle both perspectives, your perspective and then the truth, or your perspective and then what you think is your perspective, I should say, and then the reality. So I'm not going to make up an example for this one, I'm just going to tell you what it was. I had a really, really toxic group of friends around me. And for the last 2 years, I've been very conflicted. Every time I went to an event, it preceded a it followed a severe anxiety attack. It followed a severe aversion to not want to go. And I thought it was social anxiety. So I would use marijuana to calm myself down, or I would have a glass of wine when I got there to calm myself down. And most times it worked. Other times my radar was just screaming and going off. And I thought that's the trauma. I thought that's the social anxiety. And I gaslit myself up until yesterday. I had my VIP doing a lot of work with me to say, "Anna, calm down. Anna, try this. These are good people. Try it." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, Be open to love. Be open to receive." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, I'm going to try this." But no matter how much I tried, I just couldn't do it. And when I read this article, this post yesterday, it was this massive eye opener. And like I said, my subconscious switched sides. And I turned around to my Facebook account and I opened it up and I literally deleted almost all of my friends. These are people who didn't come to my birthday, didn't even acknowledge my birthday. When they learned I had gone through something severe or tragic, they didn't even comment. They may have left an emoji, a crying emoji, and that's it. And or I had met them at parties and we had done the whole, "Oh, hi, how are you?" They made a comment about, "We really need to get together soon," which they always say, and we never did. I am the kind of person who the next morning, I always text people, "Hey, it was wonderful seeing you again." And that opens up the conversation for invitation. Every time I went to an event, I always reached out to the same group, like the same, okay, I met these 5 people last night. I spoke to them. I'm going to reach out and say, thank you for that. It was wonderful. Every one of them ignored my texts. Not one of them ever commented anything back. And as a result, when this stuff was coming into me, I was getting angry. Sometimes I would get upset. I would be hurt. My VIP would comfort me. He would encourage me to continue. And I would just, it was this back and forth conflict. And I finally got to this point over here this morning, last night, when I went through and deleted all these conflicts or all these friends that that's it. They weren't friends, they were conflicts. That's it exactly. But when I switched over, when I went through my Facebook and I deleted all these people, I had this sudden release of, oh, I just took out the garbage. And in turn of that releasing, I have recently accepted some new friends. And this is really in addition to the shift what happened. When I took in these new friends, I went to an event on Sunday night, and at this event on Sunday night, it was the most warm, beautiful group I've ever been in. It was like I found family. It was so beautiful. And I didn't feel any anxiety when I went. I didn't feel any anxiety when I was there. I had a really good time. And I was relaxed. I didn't have to drink or smoke. If anything, when it was brought up, I'm like, "No, thank you. I don't want to participate." And the evening came and I went to leave, and I actually found it difficult to leave because people kept stopping me to talk to me, which has never happened before. Before, I would do the old Irish goodbye, one of my favorite things, and no one would even notice that I was gone, except my VIP. So, at this event, I tried to leave and I had people swarm me all in turn. It was very difficult to leave. And one of the gentlemen followed me, walked with me to the subway. We rode the train partway together before we said goodbye. The next morning, I woke up and almost every one of them had messaged me, "Hey, had a great time. Wonderful seeing you. When would you like to get together?" And I went, "That's a friend. Now that's a friend." So it was eye-opening in two fronts. The first one was, "Oh, this is a friend. This is what it is to me." And I was able to compare my new friends who had only seen me twice, twice, and all these friends who I had seen for literally 2 years who don't even know that I have children. And I'm going, "These are garbage people." And I I mean, right up until about 11 o'clock last night, one of them actually called me. They had found out that I had endured something traumatic, and the first thing they did was call me and say, "Oh my god, are you okay? I just heard about." And I was on the phone with him for an hour. The stranger. I mean, we connected and he's invited me to another event, but the warmth and I had this moment after the conversation where I just went, "This is friendship. This is what friends look like." And this is really what I want to talk about now, going back to the fear. I had this moment where I thought I sat down and I counted. I wrote a letter to my VIP and I looked at everything and I went, "Oh, these are the people I have left." And the people I have left in my old circle are the people who reached out to me for my birthday, who take time to connect with me, take time to ask how I'm doing and learn about me. And they check in with me. They, at some point, are warm toward me and they've gone up and beyond w- the average. And I was able to take all this in and just go, "Oh, this is," it was really, really comforting. Really, really comforting. Very, very comforting. So when I realized this exchange took place, and I do mean it took place over the last 24 hours, where I dumped the old friends and welcomed in the new, and I felt this shift in me where the fear that I had accumulated was gone. And I realized it wasn't that I was afraid. It wasn't that I was triggered. This was literally me gaslighting. It was, I knew these were not good people. And my intuition was picking up on it. And it was sending me warning signs, trying to motivate me, stay away from these people. It was very, very powerful. In the meantime, I am bringing in this new group. And as I do that, I feel safe enough to open my heart to explore friendships, use the word friendship, and explore gratitude and trust and love. I feel safe enough to take in, to release the fear and to take in this place of exploration and adventure where I can now trial relationships with all these different people and not have to worry about how they're going to hurt me. So, on today's meditation, I want to focus on gratitude, trust, love, and opening, absolutely opening up to receive these things. And if you don't feel safe enough, and this is where I really want to draw the attention to you, that if you don't feel safe enough to open up, it might be your trauma, but it also might be your body telling you, not here. It's not safe to do that here. Something to think about. And it's really interesting because I did have another subgenre of friend off to the side for this last 6 months to a year. And I was comfortable opening up to that group. So I'm seeing a lot of, I was involved in deep with some very bad people, and I had no idea. And it wasn't until my recent traumatic event that I got to see just how toxic and horrible these people are. And when that happened, I was able to step back and go, okay, it's not just this one person who did this to me. It was the whole group. It was all of them. And the few who stepped in and provided solace and comfort did a lot. So I was able to set them aside. So now that I am open to receive, I want to do a meditation to nourish gratitude, trust, love, and to release fear. And I can feel myself like all morning, just I can put the fear down. Fear is a weapon that our subconscious uses to control the system. I need to document this. Fear is the tool that our subconscious uses to control the system. And when that happens, we can't function because we're in survival mode. And now I am finally so tuned into my body that I'm starting to recognize how to read all the emotions. And I'm going to be doing an emotional class where all I do is cover all of this. So let's go ahead and do some breathing. I'm going to pull up my music because I like my frequencies. So let me just get this going here. This is Sound Hertz frequency for the chakra cleanses. This is what I do when I want to cleanse chakra. And I love combining elements. So I will take knowledge from the human design, knowledge from astrology. I will take frequency and sound baths for opening and welcoming the cleansing of the chakras. And then while we do that, we're also going to do some meditation. Now, the heart, the whole body, the mind, everything has two modes, especially from the heart. It has closed mode and it has open mode. This is basically guarded, and this is I am ready to receive. If you are guarded due to fear, due to trauma, due to anything really, you're also going to be shielding love and trust. Unfortunately, love and trust is how you heal. So you have to turn down the volume. You have to turn down the volume. You have to put aside your traumas and your fears. You have to soothe the fear center of your subconscious, which is where all the chaos is. And focus on opening your chest and opening your heart. Gratitude is the same path on this. If you access gratitude, you are also accessing trust and love. But we want to do this deliberately. So we want to replace the fear with trust. The opposite of fear is trust, not love. This is beautiful. Love and anger are over here on the same spectrum. It's actually fear. So you can't accept love if you're afraid. You need to put the fear down so you can open up to accept love by trusting. So we're going to go ahead and start with some breathing. Deep breaths. This is going to be no counting, no guidance, just free form, in and out. And if you need, I'm going to use my hand as a guide to show you. In, out. Ready? Okay. Now we're going to combine a couple elements. We're going to go over tapping. I'm going to tap. Go ahead and follow my lead. And it's right here. And then we're going to go here. You can do either eye. You can do both if you want. And you want to use a mantra. Pick a mantra. And I'm going to use my mantra. I will release the fear. Because when we release the fear, then we can make room for love. We can make room for trust. So we're going to do this a few times. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear I release the fear I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. Now we're going to go here. This is part of the tapping. It is the two divots right here. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. And now we're tapping over here underneath the arm on the node. I release the fear that no longer serves me. I release the fear that no longer serves me. Okay. Now we're going to do some guided meditation. Count to 5. We're going to do breathe in, count to 4, hold for 4, and then exhale for 4. Always breathe in through your nose. Always exhale out through your mouth. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Freeform, deep breath. And exhale. Deep breath again. And one more deep breath. Okay, now we're going to bring in the gratitude, the trust, and the love. To do this, you're going to want to use a mantra. You can think it inside your head. You can say it out loud. And basically, you are going to say something or think something like, I receive the love. I am open to accept love. I am open to accept trust. I am open to receive love. I am open to accept trust. Now, as you do this, you're going to feel yourself shift. And over time, it will open up. And I'm going to give you one more exercise later that's going to be for you to apply on a regular basis. And consistency is absolutely the key. And give it 2 weeks. And when I started doing this, within like 4 days, I saw a shift. It was very powerful. I'll talk more about it after. But so we're going to go ahead. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do gratitude, trust, love. For gratitude, if you want to focus on gratitude, think about I am grateful for or I am happy for. You can use whichever one. Happiness and gratitude are the same thing. So you can say I am happy for or I am grateful for. And it's the same frequency as opening and accepting trust and love. So if you want to start with gratitude and then later say, I am open to receive, I accept love and trust. So we're going to start with the gratitude. And we're going to do free and form breathing when we do this for about 5 minutes. Okay? Gratitude. I am grateful for my new friends. I am grateful for my resilience. We are doing free form breathing at the moment, focusing on gratitude. We will be doing this for about 3 more minutes. All right, and now we're going to focus on trust and love. I'm going to go back to the guided breath, count of 4, rounds of 5. And it's going to be now opening up and accepting trust and love. Remaining open. Remaining open. I accept love. I am ready to receive love. I am ready to receive trust. I am ready to receive love. I am ready to receive trust. Okay. Inhale. Ready? In, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. We're going to go back to some tapping. When I do the tapping, we're going to be focusing now on the trust and the love. So as I am ready to receive trust and love, I accept trust and love. I am open to the adventure of love. I am open to the adventure of love. I am open to the adventure of love. I am open to accept love. I trust. I am open to trust. I am open to trust. I am open to receive love. I am open to receive love and trust. I am open to receive love and trust. I am open to receive love and trust. I am excited about receiving love and trust. I am excited about receiving love and trust. I am open to receiving love and trust. I am open to receiving love and trust. I am ready to receive love and trust. I am ready to receive love. I trust that the universe will provide me with love. I trust that the universe will provide me with healthy, pure love. All right. A couple more deep breaths to finish off. come back to the room. I'm going to be focusing on this for the next few weeks, where it's just releasing fear, taking in love and trust and gratitude. And when we do this kind of an exchange, it's a process. I recommend 30 days. 30 days, 40 days is always the goal, but usually by the second week, that's when you see it. So I'm going to close on a story. I had a wonderful, wonderful soul I spoke to recently, and she advised that I do an energy boundary about 2 weeks ago. Not even 2 weeks ago. It was a week ago. It was a week ago that she very much recommended that I go down this road with her. And she said to do the energy cleanse, when you're in the shower, call upon the divine powers, whichever ones you believe in, your internal ones, whatever your religion may be, whatever your spirituality may be. Call upon the divine powers to release what no longer serves you. And she explained how when she started doing this, it was about 2 weeks that she started to see a change. For those of you who understand or follow human design, my throat is defined and my third eye is defined. And I'm a generator. So when I speak, and I have this gorgeous channel, I have a beautiful channel, literally right down in the center. So when I speak, I manifest. And when I combine that with the psychology, I know exactly how to plug in. In fact, what I just did with you was plugging in the psychology of how manifestation works. In addition to that, I have an article that a video that I did yesterday where I get into the psychology of manifestation, how it works and why it works, and what you're actually doing when you manifest. You can take a look on that on my YouTube channel if you want. But that being said, and I strongly recommend it if you're interested in manifestation of any kind. So she warned me that I would see a lot of change over a period. She says it's really gonna kick in after 2 weeks. That's her experience. But because I basically, it happened in like 2 days with me, 2 or 3 days, I started to notice the change. And for me, it's because my throat chakra and my third eye are defined, and I have the channel connecting the two of them. So when I manifest, I get things done. And I started to do this every day. I would take a shower, and I did it like twice a day. It wasn't just once a day. It was like I did it a lot. And then I would do meditations like this, and I would say, I call upon the divine power to release what no longer serves me. And after I read this article yesterday, this post about fear and how it's the opposite of love and trust, I deliberately said, I release fear, which no longer serves me. And it was around this time that some very beautiful, warm people came into my life. I mean, within 3 days of starting this cleanse, I ended up with some really beautiful people. And every day, this circle expands and it gets bigger. And it started off with 3 people, and then it expanded to about 8 people. And now I'm up to, yesterday I picked up an additional 2 to 3 more people. And it's amazing to watch this circle grow. And it's to the point now where when I went through a catastrophe, I would not call that a catastrophe. When I went through some pretty upsetting news yesterday, I was able to call in a support system. And that's when I realized I had a support system. It was very, very powerful. It really was. It was wonderful. So I was able to, and I realized this morning that I have released these toxic garbage people and have taken in these healthy, beautiful souls. They check in on me, they talk to me. I matter to them. I have peace. I am home. And I think I just realized something else. Yeah, I just realized I just had another perspective shift and I just went, oh. So I am going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me, and may the kindest of words always find you.